Shakespeare ain't our thing though, is it? Like, even though some people say Shakespeare's black. Yeah, for the Israelites out there, that. Hear me?
One brother said to me, bro, Shakespeare's Arab, bro. He said his name is Sheikh Zubair.
I was going to go back to your shit questions content. I feel like personally, you owe me another sincere but you sit down and take some time to think about the Christmas. And Christmas is dead. And then the man's looking at me like I'm dead. I'm literally you know what I did? I literally said I'm going to answer these questions as honest as I can. Yeah.
One person said, that guy, the guy behind the camera thinks he's a bad man.
You know how content talks and
Yeah.
But you.
So what now?
So what I'm saying, it's very intellectual shit. What I'm saying, that's all that. Guiding a new generation. Hey, Eesa, say it. Say it. What? Guiding a new generation. You say you just see his mouth moving. I said, say it, man.
Like I was saying to the other brother, instead of trying to catch man on saying gang, why don't you highlight what the good things that these brothers are doing? Like what they did in the circle the other
what
day.
You have there is a cultural difference where them men don't understand us and we don't need them to understand us. This is one thing I started to clock. So explaining ourselves to them is long. It's dead. It's dead. Like it's literally dead. Listen, man scream gang. The reason why we scream gang is because we're talking about guiding a new generation. If you don't want to accept what that means, that's up to you. Jez, what you're gonna guide a new generation by smoking weed?
Come to you, brother.
Come to you. Like, see these school gang, we're not reaching them people, fam. You lot are safe. All the good boys in school that are, man, they do all their prayers and they're all great. That's not who this thing is for. We're dealing with the people that have been fucked over and disenfranchised by society, innit? Yeah? That's the ones that we're reaching out because we've had certain experiences that allow us to be empathetic to what they're going through and to reach out to them as somebody that's been where they've been and say, look, my brother, I know what you're going through. Look, we love you. You're loved out there. That's the main thing that these youths on the road need. Love.
Content over everything.
He can't have that. He's socially awkward. So when he sees a bunch of them, you bunch of Aswad. He wants to be there. He want to be in a bunch of Aswad.
Yeah, he want to be. Yeah.
Get me? So what I call it is self-hate. I'm not saying that. I can't call him racist. He's not racist. I just don't think that he has much love for himself. I don't think he has much love for himself.
But I think he's got a lot of digging to do and a lot of self-discovery to do.
You know?
But what with the thing is though, I do feel like man. Look, for me, when I look at some of the older uncles in the Islamic community, there are ones that are openly racist, but there's the other kind of racism which is environmental. It's not intentional. They've
like what do you mean
like they've been
behaviour kind of thing.
Learned behaviour. Like they've been fed the stereo. Like look,
I hear that.
The Romanian girl that I work with, that's in security. She said to me when I was in Romania, I said I'd never deal with a black man. I've seen all the Hollywood movies. They're all like selling drugs. And then I come and I see they're the best of people. So now she don't even want no Romanian brother. She's on black man, but she said I'd never marry a black man. I'm saying that sort of. Bruv, especially with like Egyptians, culturally, bruv, like man don't even ask an Egyptian who was here before you in the land, bruv. He's clueless. He thinks he was there from day one.
Because it's free education.
Right, they haven't been.
He knows
like
secretly, man. That's what's the Kaffir bit about him. That's why it's Kaffir came because he knows secretly.
Bro,
he knows he came there during the Ottoman invasion or you get me after that. You get me?
But the majority of people have been fed alive.
Honestly, these people in Egypt, not being funny. They don't give a fuck about none of that. The pyramids, none of that.
Of course.
Look, they're hustling everything.
It don't mean nothing to them.
Come on, bro.
I reckon most of them, if they had their way, they destroy it. You know, I believe they destroy it. They say it's all haram. And I don't even blame them. If you want to destroy it.
They've tried many times.
I don't care if you destroy the pyramids.
They've tried.
I don't think man really care like that. You might have like a fringe group that might be saying, destroy it, but for the rest of it.
So the Muslims. Imagine, are we saying Egypt's a Muslim country,
Yeah, we're saying it's a Muslim country.
Temples and idols over there.
We're not talking about like by governing, we're talking about like in terms of majority body, The majority of citizens in Egypt are Muslim. But I'm saying, look.
Crack on, mate.
Bro, all the Muslims in the country, and all these idols and all this pagan worship around, we will destroy them.
No, but the pyramids are not overtly like there's no signs of idolatry overtly,
outside.
unless you go inside and that, and you look at what's inside. So it's a landmark. Yeah, they make money off it, and the Egyptians are not like the most practicing Muslims in the whole world, so they're gonna use that. This seems like
they make money off haram, but that's a standard for any
the man they'll say they're Muslim country and they sell alcohol, bro.
You know?
Yeah, it's a standard.
They sell drugs, coke, whatever.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong to sell haram stuff?
Yeah, it's haram.
Haram to sell haram
It's
stuff.
haram to sell haram stuff.
To touch it as well,
But
right?
according to their secular law, yeah, and a lot of remember they've been influenced by the British as well, by the British colonials. So for them, they're distinguished if they drink alcohol and whatever else.
You deal with accountancy, yeah?
Yeah.
So in the accountancy that you deal with the interest.
Nah, don't do it.
So what, you refuse to, or what? Or there's not.
In the past, where I've come across it, yeah, I refuse to. But in the limit of my scope of the role that I do
don't
now,
have to
I
deal
don't
with that
have
anyway.
to deal with it. Nah, that's
But
down
if
to
it was
the-
to come up,
that's down-
if it was
I'd
to
say
come up, you'd
I'll
like-
pass it on. I'll pass it on. I'm not writing any interest. I'm not
thing.
taking any interest.
Yeah,
I'm not recording it. None of that.
I commend that still.
Yeah, it's like a mortgage. You
Huh?
don't take mortgage.
Is it?
No.
So you won't accept
Either
a
you
mortgage?
buy the house full price,
yeah.
or just keep renting.
Shit.
That's not to say that all Muslims do that.
No, but that's
Yeah, but
that is
that's
Yeah.
the staple. Yeah, that's what man should go.
Capitalism itself has influenced everything, even
Bruv,
things
'cause-
that people deem as righteous. Capitalism just seems
Yeah.
to come along and put its foot in there and mash up the thing.
capitalism isn't haram though, is it?
Just,
Is it?
boy.
Yeah, but it has its influence in it, because if you're selling something which is haram, then you're buying into the capitalistic aspect of it. You understand
Yeah.
where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So you're
Well, to be honest, I don't fully understand capitalism myself.
Yeah. I was just sitting there, that daydreaming, thinking that, I wonder if I should really say, like, I'm not really sure, like, if you're gonna say it like that, then we need to get a proper definition of it.
Yeah.
A sharp
But
definition.
no doubt, Islamically, there's a social aspect. Yeah, I don't know if capitalism has that social aspect,
No, it
but we
doesn't.
have.
You have to redistribute the wealth. So in a capitalist society, only certain people will be having the wealth.
that's correct. Yes.
So
Okay, yeah.
it's technically, in that sense, might be deemed not.
So what about communism then? Does that communism go better with the Quran?
Boy,
It
as
does, innit?
socialism as a
Socialism,
construct,
yeah.
yeah, but it doesn't actualize in the way, because you'll have lazy people who will sit at home and benefit from the work of other people, and that's not how it's supposed to go. So I think Islamically
There's a balance.
there's a balance between
balance.
being capitalist. You know, if a man can make 1 mil, he's allowed to go out and make 1 mil. You don't have to distribute the whole 1 mil between these people and take a 10 bag. But if you have benefited from your nation, in terms of gaining wealth, then you have to put back into it. Like. Although taxing and stuff is, the mad thing is taxing. The Prophet said taxing's haram. Like
taxing is haram?
Yeah, like mex. It's called mex. Yeah, to take a portion of wealth. Yeah, from someone. Say to you, I'm going to pay you £10. Yeah. But I'm only going to give you 8 and 2 I'm going to put into some other stuff and invest.
Yeah.
That's haram.
Give him his money.
You have to give man his money. If he's going to put it into that
Himself,
too,
that's
let
him,
do
that's
it.
his thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
but you can't force a man say,
I
yeah,
can't
I'm,
with that. So then there's no tax in
that's why like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Qatar, you don't get your wage is what you
get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll find as well this mad is in those countries, the people that put into the communities anyway, like, to build it up. So,
Because they're socialised different. You see where I'm coming from? It's like here they tell you go to school, go and get a good job. But how many of them are encouraging you to get yourself a business? Do you see where I'm coming from? It's that encouragement here. So our social experience is different to somebody that's across over there.
that's kind of a thing I've always had the issue with here, yeah? I feel like public schools teach man to be like bean counters, teach man to be workers, don't teach man to be leaders, yeah? Only a few great minds break out of that, yeah? Whereas when you go to like private...
Most of them don't even go. When you look back, they didn't go to school. The top entrepreneurs deliberately, I feel they set them up as an example. They all negated the school system.
Trust me, and I think the school system teaches man to think within a bracket, and stay within. But even like me myself, I'm fighting that paradigm of for me, I see myself to be a perfect foot soldier. yeah, but I won't put myself in a position for leadership. It's something that I'm battling now to put myself out there to make myself, because it's the vulnerability in it. They teach you like be safe, and a lot of our parents, a lot of our parents clipped our wings when we were young as well.
So you see school, like a fish, innit? School of fish.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
so every
No, have you seen us our school of fish group?
Yeah.
Safety, innit? We all go left, we all go right.
You transfer your what you call your ideology of a leader into a teacher, because leaders just need followers, bro. Yeah, if you're a teacher and you've got willing students and you teach them something constructive, they can then teach how many other people. Do you see where I'm coming from? So teaching,
that's another thing as well. But
beats
I doubt
leadership
I doubt my ability to teach as well. That's another thing.
Taught me so much.
I doubt my ability. No,
I know, try it.
If you put me in front,
You're one of the most, out of all the people in the park, you taught me a lot, bro. Come on, bro.
trust, if you put me in front of a whole bag of man, bro, I'll freeze up.
You start freezing
I'll
and that,
freeze
yeah.
up. Trust me, even as a young kid,
Knowledgeable, but he's just fearful, isn't it?
mate,
knowledge is
bruv,
fearful.
I need to, what I've got out here, I need to put it down and organise it. I have a lot of thoughts in my head, and it's hard to sometimes pull it into something that flows.
sometimes ritualize it, or put it into a way that you condense it in a way that you can understand and deliver it.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm coming from? Because once you work out what you want to say and what you want to do, it's like, as they say, if you do something 28 times, is it that it
Something
becomes
like, yeah,
automatic?
it becomes a-
So it's a practice thing. You just have to practice yourself, if you get where I'm coming from. You know, like when you're in your own thoughts and you hear your own voice, that's your practice time. You see where I'm coming from? So you just keep going, try it out with your brethren, and then you expand upon that. It's like a DJ playing in a club for the first time. He's like, oh, am I going to mash up the place? Am I going to run out the dance? You see where I'm coming from? But he's still got to go out there and go and do it.
Yeah.
So it's just the same thing, just practice, bro. You'll get there.
And even from an outsider's perspective, like certain time I've come here, yeah, bro, and like almost out of everyone, yeah, it's come across like you've been the voice of reason. innit? You have that thing in you, trust me. From the outside, I saw it straight away. You have it, bro. So don't feel a certain way, yeah, to put that out there, bro. You have it in you, trust me. You can do it.
The whole thing for me, bro, is this spirit of love is the thing, bro.
It's
Like,
all about.
it's golden rule. Like even like, I say to man, yeah, Catholic school, yeah, taught me, is the foundation of like what led me to, obviously it's not an Islamic conversation we're having here, but it's what led me to Islam. That little treat people how you would like to be treated, and what I got from home.
You got that from the Catholic school?
Yeah, I got part of it was from Catholic school, bro, and part of it was from home. So it was just towing the balance, bro. Going to church Wednesday and Sunday, bro. Man was a Catholic for 14 years, bro. Don't forget that. But
What I would say is, yeah, something inside of you desires highly ritualistic fucking dogma. That's my analysis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because both Islam, but even more so Catholicism, is so ritualistic. they do so much things.
Yeah.
Drink from this, eat from that, wear red, candles to this, that, so many little.
That's what man needed, bro.
practices.
I felt lost. Like I'm out there, like to a certain extent, I envy people that are just like, yo, I don't need no one to tell me how to do my thing. I'll do it. For me, I needed that structure. Like I need to, like hit 10 meters and know that I've achieved the goal. 20 meters, achieve the goal, rather than me convincing myself,
I've done well, I've done well. You need to see what the goals is, but this is
When you flip it, you flip it to your target driven. Look at yourself as a target driven person. You're competitive of it. Yeah, you like to compete. So there you go. Who better to compete with than yourself?
Than yourself.
Then what you do is you propose yourself a challenge to achieve so and so, and now you know you've got to put in the work. That's how you get it done. You see where I'm coming from? Just challenge yourself, because no matter what any one of us say, we don't live in your shoes, we don't live your life. You have to just do it yourself, bro. So that freezing or so-called lack of confidence or whatever you want to call it, man can control that. Everything is a state of mind. Mind is everything. Mind is supreme over everything. So once, look, you wouldn't even put your hand in your pocket without your mind telling your arm to do that. You see where I'm coming from? So train your mind. So it's a mind discipline, and then you will get where you want to be. Set yourself the target, and then you know your own. Nobody knows you but you. You know your own self. You know your own your what you can achieve and what you can't, what you think you can't achieve. But like I said, once you put the work in, you see the difference.
How long have you been Muslim?
13 years this year. Yeah. Yeah, I became Muslim when I was 15 still.
So would you say it'd be hard, but I don't know. You think religion affects your confidence?
To be honest, I think religion actually gave me more confidence. Yeah, like as a kid, bruv, I was mad shy. But the thing is, I never let people see it.
Yeah.
Like like, even though man don't deal with this, Islam doesn't deal with marriage and that, yeah. But like even like interaction with girls and that, bruv. Even like when primary school and that, when all the kids would be like, oh, do you want to go prom dance and all of them things there, bruv? I would wait, bruv, like until I've got like 95% confirmation that the girl that I picked is, and then even then, bruv, it's mad. When I asked my missus to marry me, yeah, bruv, I was so nervous, bruv. When I was asking her the question, my ears started ringing. That's how nervous I was, bruv. But you would never know. Man done roles in plays and whatever, bruv. Belly all like, all mad and that, but I have to do it. I'm whack at interviews, like preparing for them. Bruv, and I get super nervous overnight. But my thing is, I always say to myself, the time ain't gonna stop for man.
Of course, yeah.
So you're gonna have to go through it. That's it, bro.
So you just push yourself into the, to the deep end, so to speak.
You have to do it. You have to put that work in. Once you do it and you get to where you're going, you're thinking, why didn't I do this whole? Like, why didn't I do this long time?
After you waste 20 years.
Yeah, that procrastination.
That's what I'm saying. Don't procrastinate anything. Make the moves. You know what I mean? Like you said, time is finite for us right now. So you have to achieve all of the things, all the dreams that you want to go and just as long as you try, man can't say nothing to you, or you can't say nothing to yourself.
Would you like to become an imam or something?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't not necessarily put myself in front of people, but to develop myself as an Islamic scholar, like learn certain science of hadith, go into that in depth. Sharia, memorize the Quran. That's my first goal actually, to memorize the Quran. Yeah, so I can. There's a lot of things that I can give you from memory, but there's certain things that are lost. I still need to top up the Arabic that I already have. So yeah, do that. Learn a little Spanish on top of that and Persian. Just that, bro. Get myself a little Latino wife, you know.
Can I ask you a question, yeah? If the Quran was written in Igbo, yeah?
Yeah, man will learn that Igbo.
Yeah. I know the man them will learn Igbo. I don't even want to put man in there. But do you think that as many Arabs would be on this thing?
Nah, they wouldn't.
So it's like their language, they don't really got to learn much.
You know what's mad? The Quran says something to that effect. What does it say? That if we were to send this book, in a foreign tongue, that these men wouldn't have followed it. They would have been the first to disbelieve. So I don't know. Allah in His wisdom made it in an Arabic tongue, and it's an easy tongue to learn, bruv. Of all, well, I've only like.
It's got to be because people like Zakariya learned it.
Yeah.
And he's dumb. He's dumb. He's a special type of dumb. He's not dumb. You can see he's
intellectual.
You can see he's intellectual.
You know some man, some man are a bit eccentric. Some man are a bit eccentric.
Just defending Zakariya. It's all right.
Well, you know some man are a bit eccentric. They're the way they grew up, it's not the way man grew up. So when you see her, you just think, he's a weird individual or whatever. But
he is weird though. He's not.
That's not me saying Zakariya.
It doesn't mean that he's not. You just said he's weird.
No.
He's weird, but he's definitely intellectual. He's just like Abu Talha. I feel like some of the men them just use their intellect
but in the
for the wrong shit. Like you just use it to be sneaky or use it to be deceitful or dishonest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or manipulate your brothers. That's another thing. That's a trait that I don't like the most.
But you'll find some of the brothers in the part have
manipulating your brother to dislike someone else, and I'm like, I don't. I don't like him still. I don't like him. Yeah, but yeah. Nice. Shush, man.
There's a lot of men that come in there, but when I see that, bro, there's not an organic debate, or not even a debate. Organic conversations don't happen with men trying to trip man up.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the best policy.
That bell, you know. That bicycle bell.
It's this guy here.
Trigger.
Those energy, boy.
Bro.
I don't know.
don't just react.
You say, bro? Are you white? Are you white?
No, I'm not white, bro.
So why would you ask me about if my dog don't like
No,
white
he's only
people?
barking at me, bro. I don't know.
You're not white though.
Not like pale.
Pale.
Paler.
Is that what you describe yourself as pale?
Paler.
Are you changing your dog to not like?
Oh,
I
he's
changed
so
it to
Kalam, bro. Yeah, he's so Kalam, bro.
See how he's calmed down now. See how he's calmed
Nah,
down.
he said dust Kalam.
That's when the Holy Spirit's around, G.
Oh man. Yeah. So that's mad though. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
a book being in one language might isolate some other people from wanting to learn it. And then if it's in your language, you're comfy. Like if it was in English, if it was like originally in English, I feel like it would be grasped a lot more. But maybe not so much by the Arabic side of the world.
Yeah. But I think English is such a weak language.
It is.
It doesn't have many dimensions to it. Like even when you go into like literature and that, like Shakespeare's like one of the argumentably one of the greatest writers in terms of and like I don't know, bro. I could never like really get on Shakespeare like certain. Like,
Shakespeare ain't our thing though, is it? Like even though some people say Shakespeare's black. For the Israelites out there, that hear me?
One brother said to me, bro, Shakespeare's Arab, bro. He said his name is Sheikh Zubair.
You can rock with that
I like that one still. But who knows what the truth is, man? Because honestly, bro, like in like 20 years' time, they're gonna be reporting history in a totally different way than what we know to be real.
Talking to you has made me a skeptic, bro. Like not in a bad way, bro, but I've been like I know man want to make fun about man with. Man want to make fun about man on a flat earth thing, yeah, and a round earth thing. For me, I don't even have a position on it, yeah. But I'm not ridiculed.
Maku was just getting bollocks. Me and Beefie was heated. He ran. He was getting rammed. Us four was jamming him up still. They get me, go on.
But I'm not like, I used to hear it before, flat earth, and be like, raw. Really?
Yeah, really?
But,
is that what man's on?
but now I'm thinking about it, bruv. If man can do X-Men, bruv, and all that CGI nonsense, bruv, don't tell me man can't fake a round earth, bruv. Like,
that's the next thing. That's what you have to title it, yeah? You get me? Eesa becomes flat earther. Get me? So, who was it that someone gave me this scripture, yeah? Or was saying there's a scripture, and I quoted it in the Quran, and it was saying that something about the ostrich.
the ostrich egg.
Oh, the ostrich egg.
No,
It's not that.
it's not the ostrich egg. It's the ostrich nest, my brother.
Is it flat?
The word is nest, yeah. The word is nest, not egg. Yeah. This is what I come to find out.
Okay.
Get me?
So that's a flat thing then.
Yeah, fam, you get me? With the little domey thing. That's what Maku still. I know he's fighting it. I'm gonna make him a flat earther, I promise you. Watch.
A lot of our scholars have said the earth is flat.
Yeah, I know. I'm showing, man, a lot of Islamic people, scholars have quoted that, man. It's there. It's a good debate.
It's a new thing, the round earth is a new thing.
Huh? Round earth, a new thing, man.
Yeah, but then man said to me the flat earth thing, yeah, come about because there was this man who made a few books, yeah, with a flat earth. And he finished it, he died or something, so the flat earthers that love the story so much.
No. You're about Eric Debay.
Is that what
Eric Debay is alive and kicking. He's got his book is 200 proofs, yeah, that the earth is flat. That's what his book is about. Go on YouTube. He's on YouTube with a video of it, as well as you can see his face and you can see him alive and kicking if you want. Eric Debay, D-U-B-A-Y.
If they're not on your thing, bro. That's the thing. Man are always going to try and ridicule you when they're not on your thing.
I try not to ridicule. I get caught up in banter and that.
But sometimes you just laugh in it first, innit, and then.
Man, it is so cold out here. I commend you, man, for being out here, bro. It is a different thing. Content, you're dedicated, my brother. This is crazy, fam. Oh, you've been getting some backlash for your shit questions on my sincere and specific, though. Glad.
I don't want to open up a can of words, but what's this Betsy's issue, bro? Who? What's Betsy's issue, bro?
Betsy.
But she used to, or whatever, bro. Listen, yeah. Okay. She used to be down with the squad, and then like it just went left.
You know what? Yeah, I don't think that she was ever really down with the squad.
It's Callum's fault, man. I'm blaming.
She's cool with you though, Callum, innit? Or not? Yeah, she's cool. Yeah. I feel like
First time I met her was
something. What started it? Something happened, yeah. Yeah, but what happened before that? All right, so she made a G7. You know what it was? She was getting in hangouts and she was just getting in arguments with people because of her nature, whatever. Never in an argument with us or any of the gang. Then one day, I think she did get into an argument or a little disagreement with someone. Then she went onto her page and was making some kind of video. Someone alerted us, this person's doing a G-Circle video. So we're gonna look it up. We looked it up, we laughed at it, and then we done a video ridiculing her, cussing her neck, saying she's got a big turkey neck. Get me? Boom, boom, boom. Just busting jokes. Get me, yeah?
Smallpox blanket.
Huh?
Smallpox blanket.
The smallpox blanket. Get me? And all that, saying she looked like she was wrapped up in a smallpox blanket on her bed. And whatever, anyway, just jokes, innit, yeah? A bit immature, not gonna lie to you. And obviously, for us, looked at as a fledgling organisation, maybe that's not necessarily what we want to be putting out there. But where man them are genuine, and not got well, she's actually where the man them are genuine and like not really got that agenda, man weren't thinking, oh right, this is how we need to structure our PR or whatever. So that video was out on Respect's YouTube. She put up some stuff saying, oh, she wants it taken down.
She joined, remember?
Did she join?
She joined.
Oh, she joined and came in.
She joined and came in.
So then, when she came in the hangout, we're trying to run her like, raw. What's wrong with you? Like, why are you getting at us? Boom, 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 back and forth. Like, trying to get her to break it down. Anybody that's been on a hangout with this woman will tell you, fam, yeah? Yeah. Anyone will tell you, fam, yeah? So, like, this is another example of how things get spun, yeah? And they follow a certain narrative, yeah? So, one of the narratives that even Betty now is using, remember we were talking about this earlier, about this bullying narrative, yeah? So now, this bullying narrative is one that she's probably seen her white counterparts use on her brothers and sisters and that, yeah? This is something that my child, your child, our children will get painted with, yeah? Aggressive, intimidating, bullying, yeah? Look at that youth with the cleft palate on the thing. Oh, I'm getting bullied. Oh, because of the way my face looks. Comes to find out you are racist. And the black man, they were having you up. See, Zakariya, me pointing in his finger. I wasn't bullying him. I was having him up for his behaviour. That always gets left behind, depending on what the person that is being captured looks like. If he looks like he can handle himself, or he's a certain size or whatever, then the stereotypes in your brain say there's no way that he could be acting in from like a perspective of being in Iraq. We keep getting demonized for defending ourselves. This is something I've seen across the board. Black men are demonized for the people that cause the black man's angst. The people that cause the black woman's angst are never demonized. But they will say you're an angry black woman or an angry black man, intimidating, rare. This is what happens, isn't it? And we lose what set the person off in the first place.
It's like the same one with the football players when they walk off the pitch. They must start, they just stand there and take all the abuse. But what they say, nah, fun that, I'm coming off the pitch.
They get demonized.
But then they get demonized. They get banned.
Yeah.
They get banned for how many games. What kind of madness is that? That's the kind of world you're living in.
In America.
Where you demonize the victim.
Kneel down.
Then Trump goes and says, "Oh, people should protest."
So she basically is an aggressor. Online, she's an aggressor. You clearly see.
Yeah, I see the comments and everything is obstinately against G-Circle.
Almost as if you're getting paid to do it. Remember, you're someone that has not come to the park ever, never met any one of us in the flesh before.
Yeah. But she don't even seem willing to even have a conversation. That's why she's angry.
But you know what?
Personal things aside, though. Put personal things aside, bruv, and support the effort, bruv.
She don't need support.
You're vegetarian, Gemini.
We don't need support from people that don't want to support. If you want to go out and be as vocal as you want against us, by all means go and do it. All it's going to do is show your character in due time. Because remember, there's not 1,000,001 we hate Betty videos, you know, or us jumping on her channel, writing loads of bullshit. We actually have lives to live. We've got things to do, bro. We don't have the time that she has. She obviously doesn't have a job. She doesn't have any kind of social life. I set her a channel, a challenge. I said, listen, I challenge you. Give me 7 days to take the picture with some friends and post it up. You understand? Rather than all this running around you're doing and all this madness, show us that you actually have friends. She wound herself up. She wound herself up. No one did anything. There was even a point where man was saying, listen, let's ignore her. Just ignore her. Just ignore her. And she just pops up everywhere. She's here, bro. Lift up your shoes, she's there. Go toilet, she's there looking up at you. Open the fridge, there she is. She's everywhere. So, you know someone that's got that time and that dedication.
Control, man.
Just leave her, man.
You don't control, man.
When you keep repeating the same things over and over and again, it shows your psychosis. And then we discovered that she's been sectioned, didn't it? So she's got mental issues. She's on drugs. She's on antipsychotic drugs. So this is what we discovered about her. That's why the man then definitely said, look, don't engage with her. I don't want to be.
Some guy will come online being
I want to be the
black people,
catalyst of her committing suicide or whatever. She's not well, you know what I mean? And it's not really funny. So man just tries not to laugh at it.
How did you find out she was sectioned?
All up, go online. All up on the
There's no her name in it and
white guys.
you know, pedophiles and stuff like that.
Serious?
Yeah.
I noticed that, bro. I noticed that from her videos. I always say when I watch Betty's videos, she always got something negative to say to any black man.
Black people.
About Bob Marley,
Whoever
about...
the
Bro, she said something mad about the Gambians the other day, bro.
Never one positive thing I've seen in the
She
video.
hates Caribbeans and she hates Americans.
Is she Nigerian? She's
Nigerian, and she has a theory that Caribbeans are the slaves or ex-slaves and they're fake Africans and they're trying to control the narrative of the narrative of the African story, and in her head all she hears is division. She's not well, fam. I don't know what's happened to her, whatever, but it's not really funny. But it's just all her issues are against black people, black men, black women, black men. Remember, if you go on the Hangouts, I don't know one black woman. Well, now there's one, but before that, there wasn't one black woman that wanted to be in a hangout with her. They would leave immediately. The main ones you can think of, they would all leave. And I said, right, why are you leaving? Oh, because she's a bit weird. Or she just goes, she acts as a bit nuts in her head.
I don't block her. I don't block no one.
No, you don't block no one.
No one even block her. It's worse than people than Betty on there.
For real? I'm not sure, but yeah, you feel that she should be blocked. Me personally, puts my page, that Betty is blocked from my page. So, you know what I mean? That's why she's upset. Yeah, I just block her, because at the end of the day, you're adding no value, and all you do is spread this bitterness. And then the thing is, what I see, like the same stuff I see in Speaker's Corner, you know, like in wrestling, where you got the wrestler and then you got the manager that comes out and amps them up. So in the comments, you got these anti-black people, racist, that go and call their sister and guess what? And she there's flirting and liaising and laughing with them to drag down another black man, and then say in the comment, this black man is the problem with the black community. And you're like laughing with a troll on the internet, people you've never met before. And it's like, just get on with your life, innit?
You're not my husband, you're not this.
Was she married?
No, remember she you in the comments.
Yeah, what's she saying?
You're not my husband.
Yeah. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah.
No man would allow their woman to be on the internet behaving like that. You would say to your woman, listen, I don't know what that is you're doing, yeah, but you need to stop now. You get me? She ain't got it, man. She lives in a one room.
Hey, London Taylor said any man who screws Betty is a batty man.
You know, like I feel like this, yeah. We could easily have a laugh about Betty, but let's not forget the fact of this, yeah. What she's on right now is something that we need to like not participate in. We need to not seriously, because you know I'm up for banter. I could run Betty all day long.
But
I'm up for that,
but
you know? She's not well, fam. Yeah, her consistency, yeah, to appear in anywhere, she's not well. Man, have to leave her alone. She tries to speak certain things that could get people arrested. She makes all kinds of accusations about guns, drugs, violence. And remember, she's never met any of us. So, me personally, I feel like, you know, all the joking about Betty and that, let's push that to the side. She's mentally ill, yeah? She has serious issues with Americans, black Americans, and Caribbeans, yeah? She has a serious hatred towards Jamaicans, and she doesn't like to see black Africans and Jamaicans come together or having. She didn't grow in a multicultural society where we're all family. So for me to speak patois, for her is a denial of my Nigerian roots.
Bro, but she's got the most English accent in the world, bro.
It is what it is, man. It's all right for her to speak English, but for me to speak speak patois. But we know my upbringing. I grew up in Peckham. She came to Peckham. She know where I'm coming from. Yeah. My brothers, my Jamaican brothers in Peckham will be like, Chale boy, Oga. You know, that's what that. We when we talk, we flip from accent to accent. I'll do an American one. I've probably been doing it. I'll do a patois, an American, an English, a Cockney.
My brother even dropped some knowledge on me. He said to me, Ross, the word Jamaica is actually Ghanaian. To say I'm gonna stay, bro. Yeah, so if man's saying, allow it, bro. We're all brothers, innit? Like, if man's from the mother continent, bro, then anything that's a produce of the mother continent is ours to take.
And then you understand, if you're highly influenced by a specific culture,
you're gonna embrace it.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even apologize. Niggas know I'm the most fucking yardiest Nigerian guy in the world. I don't apologize. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you think. It really don't bother me. I'm the same brother you will see on the high road, full African attire. Full African attire. I come here in a gilet, but I don't care. I don't, like me personally, I don't care. I come here dressed like a fucking army Power Ranger type of thing. You get me? I don't care. Like it's just express yourself how you want to. But obviously, some people they're within a certain paradigm. They're from a certain corner of society, so they don't have that pleasure of enjoying them things there. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They don't have that pleasure of like being free to. I'm not identified by it. Like those things don't identify me. Where she needs to be Nigerian, she needs to be Africa, and then she's so guarding Africa, like she don't even want Bigger to have none of it. Bigger saying I'm an African, he's like, no you're not, you're a Jamaican. Respect, she's telling Respect, you're not African. Respect is building schools and orphanages in Africa. She's saying, she's writing in the comments, oh, why don't you go to Jamaica and sort it out? Right? Or, we've got people over in England, why don't you sort it, you run into Africa. She's mad, fam. Does that even make sense, fam? That don't make no sense. So like, when people have got them kind of illnesses, you have to try and push them to the side and just make sure they don't exist in your reality as much as you can do.
Gang,
Get me?
Gang.
Get me? But that aside, let's change that topic, man. Cause like, she just follows me, man. Like, yeah.
What you landed was hard at the flipping. What was it? Parliament, bro. Blocking up the traffic, bro.
Yeah, no, man.
That was, bro. Didn't you, man, feel like, right, any moment now he might just get shifted?
Nah,
or was it a thing
no
of
way
man
was
doing
gonna
business?
get shifted. It was too mad. No one was getting shifted. We made sure no one was getting arrested that day.
I don't even know who that was.
Yeah, but I see you, man.
Yeah,
No one was getting arrested that day.
I don't even know.
Woody Woodpecker. Did you see that? You need a peek.
I didn't even know. Notice I changed the hat.
That's a classic shit.
I changed the hat. You get me? I put the hat in the bag.
Why? Don't do that, man. People just do weird things, bro. If you don't put your hand out, then your hand don't get bitten. If your hand gets bitten, I'm in trouble.
Luckily, I didn't put my hand out.
Yeah, cool. Relax. She's feeling like she's
some good energy vibes,
she's sick, man. She's sick.
Black power dog,
You get me? So,
I ain't never seen a racist.
you don't let people coming out the darkness. Just approaching, man. She's a bit funny like that. You know, girls are like a bit protective, man. You having microphone problems?
Yeah. Someone's hanky boxing it off.
Dude,
Someone's big Jedi hat.
I never touched it. Did I touch it?
Backhands, bro.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, I was gonna go back to your shit quick questions concept. I feel like personally, you owe me another sincere when you sit down and take some time to think of this Christmas. And Christmas is dead. And then the man's looking at me like I'm dead. I'm literally you know what I did? I literally said I'm gonna answer these questions as honest as I can. Yeah.
One person said, that guy, the guy behind the camera, thinks he's a bad man.
You know how content talks and
Yeah.
But you.
You what now?
To what I'm saying, it's bare intellectual shit. To what I'm saying, yeah. So like.
Let's deal with Betty Closet's question.
But
did
you see me? Listen me. Oh, man. Are you smoking crack? Try to ask me some Betty question.
Yeah.
That was funny, bro.
Yeah. You're not getting away with that.
Alright, no problem. How do you man feel though when man talk about G-Circle being the brothers smoking weed and
we
drugs
smoke
and
a lot
all
of
of
weed
that
still.
stuff?
Man, them smoke weed. This is, you know what it is, yeah? You lot are telling the truth. You lot are telling the truth. You say that the G-Circle smoke, some members smoke weed, that's great. But you have to talk about the other stuff that the members do.
That's 100%.
That's
What I look.
Some
I don't
people
know
are
if you
smoking weed, and then in their time of smoking weed, they find time to go places and help people. Yeah, and don't film it, don't get no response back for it. They just do stuff.
They're doing
so
it
you know what?
for the sake of doing it.
You know what?
That's what you might have seen. There was a video with me, the Shita brother, and Omar. And Omar was saying about the gang, because it came down to what are the gang doing. Omar's thing was, and you might have seen me laugh. And in my head I was thinking, should I laugh or not? But it seemed funny because it came from an ignorant place. He was saying, what's saying gang. And I said to the brother, I love them chants. I'll chant gang all day long. But that's not the essence of the circle. The people are doing things. Why don't, like I was saying to the other brother, instead of trying to catch man on saying gang, why don't you highlight what the good things that these brothers are doing, like what they did in the circle the other
what
day?
you have there is a cultural difference where them men don't understand us and we don't need them to understand us. This is one thing I started to clock. So explaining ourselves to them is long, it's dead. It's dead. Like, it's literally dead. Listen, man scream gang. The reason why we scream gang is because we're talking about guiding the new generation. If you don't want to accept what that means, that's up to you. Jez, what, you're going to guide a new generation by smoking weed? I'm to you, brother. I'm to you. Like, see these school gang, we're not reaching them people, fam. You lot are safe. All the good boys in school that are, and they do all their prayers and they're all great. That's not who this thing is for. We're dealing with the people that have been fucked over and disenfranchised by society, innit? Yeah? That's the ones that we're reaching out because we've had certain experiences that allow us to be empathetic to what they're going through and to reach out to them as somebody that's been where they've been and say, look, my brother, I know what you're going through. Look, we love you. You're loved out there. That's the main thing that these youths on the road need, love.
But that's also not to say though that
Omar's laughing about man saying gang.
He wasn't laughing. He was
like, what they say, they're gonna say gang. It's all great. But you see them youths out there now running around screaming gang and they're not talking about guiding the new generation. When you see them, I bet you cross the road. You don't talk no crud to them. You don't get cheeky. You don't say, look at you, what you doing? You're not gonna say nothing to them, man. Because them man will end your life. And it's not supposed to be that way. Them man, they could end your life. More than likely, they're going to go and kill someone that looks like them, and not even you. Yeah. That's the sad thing about it. Omar won't get touched. Exactly. It'll be someone else that looks just like them. Yeah. And this is what we're trying to stop. Yeah. We're trying to...
but the circle is inclusive of other people from other walks.
Anyone, man.
Anyone. That's the generation.
Don't get me wrong. There was, especially initially as it started, the main focus is on the...
social problems.
What we call
the inner city.
The inner city that I'm going to say black. I'm going to say black, even though I don't like the term.
The
melanated, black, African, whatever. We know who we're talking about. Like Raven says, we know who we're talking about. It's them that we're aiming for. So if you feel like you've got something to bring to the table to help come through. Now you don't go to the deaf society and say, what about the blind youths? You don't go to the blind society and say, what about the disabled youths? Yeah? True. You go where you can help. So what I would say is anyone that's asking questions of the gang, how many questions are they asking of themselves? That's it. Because I feel like it's easy to be judging us, isn't it? Or to wonder what we're doing or be... Something fucking me up, man. I think that's a sign, bro. Yeah. Just get some water.
Man's walking the walk and talking the talk, and people want to say, what are you lot doing, bro? My brother's bought a ticket and he's gone out.
He's
gone out to outreach and link up with the African brothers then.
Say that again, bro.
I'm saying, like, Ras is out in Gambia, I don't know if he's back yet, but he's done the legwork. Man's bought the ticket. He's gone over. He tried to help.
Third time out there.
I'm saying, but these men in the comments are talking about, Gambia's a Muslim country. But when they're starving and that, and they ain't got water or whatever, bruv, what have you done to outreach?
Imagine, at the same time we were getting abused. At the same time we were getting abused from some people that pose, and I'm gonna keep saying this, some people that pose to be Muslim, because I'm not convinced that all these people in the comments are even genuine people. Bruv, you got way too much time in it. I just don't understand, fam. They write in the comments more than I send text messages and messages in my WhatsApp.
But long SMS too, bro.
So I just don't get how you've got the time. I can't work out what your social structure is or what's going on. The only thing is that you have a purpose to be there. I'm only there because I'm there. I'm only there because I'm in the video, If the video ain't got nothing to do with me, you probably won't see me there. I won't even watch it. I tell content. I only watch G.A.N.G stuff, really. Or something told me the other day, oh, watch this. And I watched it, and within 5 minutes, my mood was like, oh yeah, Jedi. I said, look. You get me? Jedi, woman, Jedi. And all that shit. But yeah. It's funny. It's funny though, man. My mood's cool, but like he's got issues with the man them. Let's be real, innit? No. I see it. He's cool. That's respect's brethren anyway, man. That's respect's brethren, isn't it?
Yeah. That's cool. What it is?
From I heard him saying, us Somalis, we civilized you. You Nigerians were cannibals. I kind of just.
What?
I read a little.
Say that,
do you remember? I read something in the book for him.
When did he say that?
When
did he say that?
He said you eat monkey and all these type of fuckery.
He was going. Him and Mike was going at it in the summer.
Yeah.
You get me? And
that was like the week before, though. Still.
First time.
You get me? That was the week
But they
before.
used to say that about Bajans as well, though.
What?
They eat monkey fingers.
Yeah. No, monkey brain still.
Monkey brain.
Monkey brain.
Remember that?
Let's get it right.
Yeah.
Have you tried monkey finger? Fam,
But I've tried.
niggas out here eating sausage.
I've tried alligator.
Yeah?
I've tried alligator.
Niggas out here
I've
eating
tried
sausage
buffalo.
and batty,
I've tried zebra.
Sausage and batty
them
getting
things,
yam
bro.
out here, yeah?
Man, try them
Monkey
things.
finger can't be that bad, bro. Yeah? Some of the things they're eating out here, personally, like, we got no business eating it.
True.
Yeah? Some of these things ain't even food. They're not, at least a monkey finger came from an animal that you can say was definitely alive. They probably weren't even GM. You know, like organic. You get me? We got all this GM cow and all these creatures that don't exist in the wild and cows and pigs and you know. But yeah, people always want to they want to make the other look less. I suppose the word is civilized or
it's a supreme style. It's a supreme sort of vibe, isn't it? My culture is better than yours. You lot are uncivilized. But it looks like there's a consensus though, bro. I've got to say it. It looks like when I look at every other culture, looking in on African culture, the things they say are wild, man.
But then Africans do wild shit.
Yeah,
But another thing is sometimes we're apologizing too much for some shit that really it's normal.
so
Like,
what,
get
man?
me? Yeah, you know, like a man will tell you, you shot in a hole and wiped your back with a leaf.
Yeah, so what?
Or what? You washed your bum. You washed your bum in the river. Yeah, you just. Yeah, you know the ones there. Like, what did you do, bro? Like, you know. So like sometimes I just feel like.
Yeah, but
we need to own who we are inside,
didn't
innit?
take it and dash it out the window.
Step out to the street. Into the street, you know.
Man could have been walking down the street.
On your front door, bro.
Remind you people, you know.
Right.
Who was civilized?
Weren't that long
Them
ago
times
still.
there.
That's what I'm saying.
Man was shitting in nature, giving their soil back to the soil. Get me, yeah? You get me?
Yeah.
Giving their soil back to them man were on recycling from the get-go. You man was dashing shit out the window and all kinds of weird things. Come on, man. We know.
Civilization anyway. If there's someone starving in your town, then you're not civilized.
You're not civilized, bro.
If one person's hungry, you're not civilized.
I've seen things in this city. You can't say that the city is civilized. I've seen things, bro. I got a picture on my phone of 5 white men holding down a black youth with his face in the concrete in Norbury. You can't tell me that's civil. I don't want to hear nothing about civilization, bro. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about civilization. Because when you actually really break down what civilization is, it's the most barbaric form of fucking savagery, bruv. Yeah. Savagery. Dressed up in the emperor's new clothes, that's all it is. Man's looking at it like, oh yeah, look at the high technology. High technology, you got all these old people just sitting in homes. What?
Staring at walls.
They're just in the home. They're just in the home. You see, when you went to Nigeria and you went to the old people's home, what did it look like?
No old people's home.
There you go.
They're out there.
Where are the old people in Africa? They're out there, fam. They're there, innit? It's at old people's homes. No. Think about that, fam. How people treat.
around there.
That's crazy. With great grandma.
I know of an old white man that's got Alzheimer's, and he lives in one of these sheltered homes, and he's got a tracking device. When he
Just in
goes,
case he gets lost in
when
that.
he goes lost, the woman phones the daughter, instead of going out to look for her father herself, pays a worker to go find them and bring them back to the shelter. These times, you don't know if you can trust that. But in fact,
I've seen the videos of what they do to the old people, but they violate them.
He's out there looking.
I've seen it.
I'm out there looking. You know what I mean?
I was watching one the other day, yeah. The woman was so sweet. She was like, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. Got the old woman, brought her into the bathroom, set her down, got her in a nice bath, came out into the room straight away, started getting through everything. Get me? That ripping you. But what the son had done, his son had put like a camera in some teddy bear or something like that. So the camera's just sitting there. You know that? And you know she went right up to the camera, going in the woman's bag and that. Like, it's mad, bro. Who are you gonna trust with the old? Who would you trust with your mum?
But the wickedest thing is
at
your
the same
mum.
time, how are you gonna work? You gotta look after. If you become a caterer, you're gonna work. And then
But they pay you though. The state pays you to be a carer.
yeah, but ain't it shit though? Like, ain't it
like-
proper shit?
No, they get good money. Carers get good
Huh?
money.
Wait, all I'm scared of.
Carers get good
Not
money.
enough.
Carers get good money.
What the carer paid?
Thank good noise.
But bro, at the same time, your Marge, when you were sick, bro, when you couldn't wipe your batty, bro, she was doing all of that stuff to the point where if she was still able at that old age to look after you, she'll still look after you. And you abandon her to it. Bro,
It's cold though. It's cold. I wouldn't have like in Nigeria. Like, my dad, when he married his wife, his main thing is to when he marries the wife, he's marrying the mom as well.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? The mom, when the mom was widowed and then the mom is now in the yard.
Yeah.
You have to like that's it. That's normal.
Package.
Here now, the gal will be telling you about, I don't want to live with your mom. Like, I just, you don't know, I don't even like your mom. I don't want to live with your mom. It'd be crazy for you trying to do that, boy. But
Okay, you have to go to the family first before you get married.
Yeah.
You have to go to the family has to like you first. You don't pass the family
she
test.
wants to run around
You don't
naked and
even know
fuck
it,
down
bro.
the yard. That's what it is. She want to fuck down the yard.
You must
she
do
can't do that
everything.
with
Bro,
grandma.
the family don't like you, bro. You're not going nowhere, bro.
That's what it is, isn't it?
First.
She wants to run with her
Man,
little
the
young
family comes
titties
first,
singing and like, get me? She don't wanna have to like give up that private space to allow the mum in and that. I don't even know what these people are doing, man. Social life and career has been the major distractions of people being humans. Just being a human, you know, doing what you're.
That's the Western mentality.
That means.
Individualistic.
Hold on.
Trust me, man.
Yeah. Also, the father of the woman, the mother, the
integrate,
brother.
yeah.
It's a family thing, you understand? But here in this Western society, you are forced to be individualistic.
Trust me.
To be all selfish, all about you, and don't give a fuck about
You got the
no one.
village. You got the village in Africa, yeah, where when you marry, they build you a next hut thing. Yeah, they will. So you're in mum's hut, innit? Like you're in mum and dad's hut, growing up. You marry, you take your wife. Yeah, obviously the families have done this swapping goats thing and all that, you know, dowries and them things there. And then boom, you've gone and done your little ceremony, and they've built you your thing over there. Bam, and it's over there. So you lot now on your wedding day, take your wife. Sorry, you're not my wife. Take your wife, get me, yeah, and go to the thing. You get me, yeah, and you start your life from there. You can see your peeps every day, like walk on. But at least your peeps own their thing. See here, you're leaving your yard. Your mum's still fucking renting, fam. Or your mum's still paying off the. Instead of you lot to join forces and like, let me get mum to finish off her thing, and then we start on our thing. You lot all, you're going now to go and borrow money from the bank to start being in debt.
Bro, do you know the
We're
wickedest
just
thing
creating
about
debt,
that?
like it's mad, fam. And then when everyone dies, no one's getting left nothing, fam.
Because you got this inheritance tax.
Even don't forget about that.
No, but I'm just saying,
At least
even
you'd be
that, they
proud to
tease
be
that
getting
out as
taxed
well.
for your inheritance, because at least you got something. Most
hey.
people die ain't got nothing, let alone when you got something, then they're taking how much percentage of your
Listen,
inheritance.
listen,
Crazy.
Inheritance, bro, 40%,
evil, bro.
anything over
It's
40%, anything over. It used to be anything over 325,000. Yeah, now it's 425,000.
Every house
When my
now.
Marge passed away, it was 325. So imagine the house, is evaluated at 600,000.
Yeah.
Bruv, how much of that? 200,000 of that 40% is government. For what? Because your mum
That's 'cause your mum died.
and she didn't put it in your name. Bro.
Crazy. crazy. And they got some thing, yeah? I swear they got some thing of, if your mum puts something in your name and within a certain time
6
of her dying,
yeah,
then they still claim
it's
it.
invalid, yeah.
They're still claiming it. Yeah, nice try. Let's have that. How can we be living in a civilized world?
Look at the land.
That's a mind reader thing.
You're still gonna have to pay.
On top of that, man don't even own the land, fam. Just the building. The land ain't even yours.
Bro, listen, bro, the biggest bump is leasehold, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay 600,000 for a property that's gonna stay in your name
100 years.
for the maximum 100 years. That's the max, bro.
I don't think it's no more.
After you paid all of that, bro, you have to pay either to get an extension, yeah,
Or sell it on.
or sell.
You think it's yours, but it ain't. Pay for bricks. You pay for bricks.
The leasehold is most flats, yeah, they'll give you like. It's like 10, 20 bags on top of that to redo.
To get the
Like to extend the land lease. Yeah, no, the freehold is yours, isn't it? But if you're doing leasehold, you have to pay on top. When that 100 years expires, you have to pay like a good couple bags on top of that to keep it. To redo a new contract or whatever. But even the contract, bro, getting the solicitors costs you an arm and a leg.
Yeah. Even if just to draw up the contracts for you and
Elizabeth is laughing, bro.
just break your pockets, man. It's okay, we break your pockets, man. This is what everyone's dedicated their whole life. While we're doing that, we're not living.
Here's the tax. Here's the tax. Everything compete. That's one of Dutch. As rent. Everyone living in London. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're very tax. They go, oh no. That's some rent, man. We'll pay the rent.
Especially not that. Yeah, especially not that. Especially not that system.
But not to mention as well, if I was saying, but the Queen can say she's revoking the land. She can write to you and say to you, I want your house, yeah, within the space of 2 years, and you have to give it up at market price or whatever. That might even be cheaper than what.
True?
Yeah. She owns the thing, bro.
But why would she do that?
It's just like a small print.
Small print, just to say, but just to let you know, anytime she wants that land, she can take it.
The government can say, yeah, we need the
So
land.
it's never yours.
Nah, bro.
You're mad, fam.
If the government say we need the land today, they can take the land.
What's the G circle when they come to for my yard? We are know what's up.
This circle.
I don't know if it's gonna work though.
It might not work, but we'll try.
I need that doublet.
Yeah, man.
Get that morning inspiration.
Yeah, when the Queen comes up for her yard, I'll be like, guidance! Fucking hell. No, but that's cold though, man. That's cold. So then, that's what some people are working their whole life for, and they don't even have the assurance.
It's legal theft, bro.
It is, man.
It's legal theft. These are the people, bro. This is mad. They'll call man savages, yeah, and they'll call man thieves or whatever. Bro, they'll put man and do these man are sentenced 10 years or something for selling crack, and they'll say stuff like degenerate the society and you're a danger.
Look at the little cubby man that they just released, or the one that they just gave parole. They're saying, raping off bare woman in his cabin. And they say, boom, he's gonna get parole. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a white dude still.
Is it in this country?
Yeah, this country. Like, you know, like the little sentences that these little pedos and that get. You know what I mean? And then I know a youth that he was with somebody that let off a shotgun through a letterbox and shot the guy. I'm not sure how badly damaged the guy was, but he weren't killed, did it? Yeah. He was just like he was shot, in it, yeah. They gave the brother like is it 25 or 35 years for being there, for not like it's like okay, but the person didn't even die, fam. I'm not saying it's right or whatever, but the person even died. You give the football numbers you're giving out to man, yeah. And then I'm looking at people that are juking out babies and that they're sexing babies.
You're giving them like 2 years.
Having the safe place as well, so man can't get to it.
Yeah, the nice cushy place. It's weird, man, but like the law is not really...
When they come out, they can change their name, change identity.
Change their identity, new face, new setup.
They could be your next door neighbour.
Yeah.
Could be at Speaker's Corner. Jumping some now or some gospel or something. You know what I mean? Something. Get me? New leaf on that. Got my looking around it.
You can't put that stuff past them, man. You don't know who a man is.
Nah, but overall, the whole sex crime thing, that's for me.
That's the epidemic.
Worse in this society.
It's not worse, but they've been doing it for time.
What do you mean?
There was one show, I watched a program on BBC One about 2-3 months ago, like a panorama kind of site. And it was about sex crimes.
And what feel-ups?
Girls
But
within
these
their
things
own
were
years, or
normal.
you talking about older?
Feel-ups are that were normal.
Worse than feel-ups.
Innit, Fee? You know them things happen.
What do you mean?
I'm not
I was
saying
always
you.
in the man there, you couldn't touch me like that, you can't.
No, but did you not see them things happen?
Yeah, that's violent.
Which are all girls from? They escaped. I feel like it's part of male and female discovery for certain things to go on. But the thing is, it's like the youths ain't got no fucking manners or no respect for women in any way, shape or form. And then some of the women have been taught to use that as a tool, so maybe there's more being recorded than that. I remember when we was young, we used to do feed-ups and that. Feed-ups, get me?
To a limit,
Check it out
though, to
now.
an extent.
Those youths, yeah, to an extent, of course, yeah. All them youths there could be arrested. You know, in the schools, yeah, girls just try to grab your balls and that all the time. Get me?
But now it became worse because of access of technology, social
Yeah.
media. They can smartphones, the kids can have iPads, 6 years, 7 years old. They can just look up whatever porn sites they want,
Yeah, their brains are warped now, innit?
They think different now.
It's true.
The thing they put on cartoons, that's the problem.
Also,
Yeah.
yes, subliminal messages.
Cartoons are effed up, boy. The cartoons are messed up. But yeah, like we're all like all the society is over-sexualized anyway, and they over-sexualize them, and then they criminalize like the sexual acts at the same time. So they just create this whole forbidden fucking thing about sex, and then you just get more and more interested in it.
I can
It's like,
imagine
fam,
a child
yeah,
thinking about
just
this.
like sex. It's like,
Can a woman rape a man though?
Yeah.
someone was talking about this the other day. Like, you know what happened in Guantanamo Bay? Abu Ghraib or whatever, yeah?
Yeah, they were saying stuff
Not
like
Guantanamo, but the Abu Ghraib thing, yeah?
They say stuff like that.
The two women, like, basically raped this dude, didn't it? Like,
They actually did it. Like, it's,
well, they forced him to do all kinds of things that would be against his deen, innit, yeah? And they done things, they violated the brother. So, from what was being explained to me, like, I don't know, fam. It's rape, innit? Like, I don't know. I couldn't really imagine being in that position where I don't want to sex, but I'm having sex.
yeah, it's mad.
Like, it's weird to get your head round, but
Because I don't think there's any man that doesn't desire to have intercourse. innit?
yeah.
But the method of which Islamically is permissible to do that is via your wife.
Via
innit?
your wife, yeah.
Anything other than that is a major sin. So even though it's mad, he would have had to been battling in his head, yeah, with.
But how do you can't override that. You can't put a gun to my head and tell me get hard. Boy, I'm finished. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Get hard now.
No,
What are you gonna do?
no, but listen.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, everyone's thinking about it. They know they're dead. Everyone's dead.
No,
Really?
because the thing is, as a human being, it's innate.
Oh my God.
As a straight dude, yeah, what they're showing him might have been desirable from a purely
Like,
from
you
a
got nice
carnal
body.
aspect, yeah. So from carnally, he might have been feeling it, but spiritually and intellectually,
So
he might have been.
is that rape then? Right, I'm king.
If he's resisting and he's saying don't like, stop, then
But
it's rape.
if he's still
Even
getting
if he
hard,
likes it.
if he's still getting hard, it's not rape.
Bruv, look, that's what bare man say about women, innit? Nah, she liked it though. Bruv, it's a thin line if you start saying, he was hard, so he must have liked
I
it.
just feel like the main thing is because of
Why
how
they
a
gave
man,
him
because
Viagra or
of
something?
how a man is set up, how a man's situation is set up, yeah.
So
Like I
man can
said,
never be raped.
I don't know, fam. I don't know.
Man's
Like,
always just on it.
the only way I could be raped by a girl is if she wakes up in the morning when I got that natural morning, the morning wood thing, yeah. When I got the morning glory thing, and then she like gets some mad elastic band, you get me? And like she keeps it there, yeah. Well, okay, that's the only way I can see man getting raped. How else are you gonna get raped? Cause if you're in a scenario and you don't want to bang, fam, there's scenarios when you do want to bang and you can't, fam, because your head's not in the right place. Let alone you don't want to bang.
I don't know. I've never taken.
Would that force you? Can I don't want to ask anyone, yeah? Put your hand over the camera. Put your hand over the camera. Put your hand over the camera, yeah? What? I was literally going to ask though, but I don't know if a Viagra can. Does anybody know? And I'm not going to break them up. Does anyone know if a Viagra will just give you a boner?
Yeah, on touch. Yeah.
Man, don't take them things.
Yeah, on touch. Yeah, on touch.
I'll work in that. Yeah. I'll work in that. I've heard that there's some. Alright, maybe spike you with a Viagra. Wait for it to kick in.
That would be a mad.
You're finished.
I'm not even gonna lie, for me,
You're getting raped. That's rape. That's rape. That's rape, fam.
But you know that, not to encourage anyone, don't do it. But certain women have come forward and said, yeah, like I like to be raped. It's part of
certain women have come forward. Certain women have come forward. That's like that 12-year-old girl that said, oh, it's not that bad, I like him, he loves me. You hear me? The 12-year-old girl with the old man, oh yeah, he loves me, he told me he loves me, I'm his princess. That's like, you're damaged, isn't it?
Hold on, certain people, it's their they told their man, yeah, do all that stuff.
Yeah, they're not well though, yeah, the fantasy thing.
When I'm going through the car park, kidnap me and that.
But that's a fantasy though, that's not real. That's all commission, that's all consent.
Yeah, 100%. I'm saying the assimilation or like the
pretending to rape. Yeah. There's some people do that. They play out all kinds of weird fantasies. But I don't know how anyone could actually genuinely be raped and experience pleasure. But I don't know, fam. I don't know what going for them things there. Get me? Someone told me one time that when it happens to men, because a man's got a certain anatomy, that it could force a man to ejaculate when he doesn't want to, because he's been raped. But I mean, literally, a man being raped now. Like, the way a man can be raped. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, maybe in that realm, there's things like that could happen for a woman. Like, you've actually just touched something that has that response. But, well, the thing is, psychologically, without consent, none of that can be pleasurable, bro. You feel me? Even for a man, for a woman, nothing can be pleasurable. To be touched by a woman, you know that feeling when you feel when a girl's touching you and you're not on it, man, and it makes you feel sick. Like it's like you know what I mean, innit? Like literally, I'm not. And she might be like, she might be like raw, like nah, this guy, any man I've ever done this to, he's been on it. But it's like not me though, darling. I ain't feeling. You know what I mean? Once you're not feeling, you're not feeling it. I think women don't think that men have that in them. Like,
most men don't.
They do, man. Or maybe they don't because they're hungry. Like I'm not thirsty, innit? I'm not thirsty like that. So maybe that's what it is. I'm not a thirsty guy. Huh?
I say it. I'm saying, look, women generally to me are beautiful species, innit? Yeah. So for me, I find it hard that I'd be in a paradigm where someone would be offering it,
so you think that you
I think he slightly would have enjoyed it.
So you was in the jail cell, yeah? You're convicted of
I allowed this one.
You're on trial or whatever. You've not even had no trial. You've just been arrested. They picked you up in Afghanistan. You're now in this Abu Ghraib thing. You've been there for 4 years. They hood you up very rare. Fam, you're living in a box, fam. You want freedom. You think you're gonna die in this place. None of your family know where you are. Nothing. These two American soldier women have come in and they stick. Do you know what? It's just Babylon to you, fam. I don't even think that your man's gonna be at the point where like, I wanna bang you.
On that, bruv.
Get me?
100%.
You know
I wouldn't be on it.
Bare of your brothers, you're in a war state.
Yeah.
And then they come in and they're trying to put it on you. Like, I just don't. I feel sorry for it. Still.
You're right. I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of it in a paradigm like that.
Look, if you beat, then we're gonna arrange you to get to a more comfy cell, or like make your trial go quicker. I don't know what they done to him, man.
But the power, you know.
That's cruelty. But we've touched a lot of subjects now. Still. Say that again. Who told you to come out barefoot, bro?
10 toes.
Yeah, man. But that's all I'm gonna say on that subject.
I think like, the start of the spirit of this conversation was, we trying to do something like to empower ourselves as black people.
Yeah.
Part of the thing that keeps interjecting between ourselves, I'm always constantly battling is this thing of sometimes I feel like brothers in the circle have an anti-Islamic sentiment, or anti-religious sentiment. And I know talking to you brothers when I go into it with you lot, there's not anything that is malicious. Yeah. It's all a genuine, like when you have questions, you have genuine
I reckon
questions.
some men are, I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like some men are anti-religion. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fine, be anti-religion, but I'm saying be conscious of the fact that your brother might be on it.
No.
So
I
if you're
agree with
building
that.
something, if you're building something, what I say, there's something in the dunya, something which is worldly, then spiritual affairs, don't need to be brought in there.
That's what the circle is about. That's what the circle is about. So we're like this, Listen, bring your God, bring your faith, put that in your back pocket, and next to that, in the other back pocket, have your strap and your bullets. That's it. It's a war thing we're on. You can believe in whoever you want, as long as when the enemy comes, you're busting, so to speak, metaphorically. Get me, As long as you're on this thing and you're down for the cause, I don't care who you pray to, bro. Furthermore, pray to your God for me, fam. Make dua for me. If you believe in it, make it happen, fam. Cause we need all the help we can get. But right about now, I feel like we got to the point where we're not just trying to rely on strictly religion alone. And that doesn't mean not God alone, but not the dogma. Because with God in your heart, and God, what does he say? Like in the Islamic point of view, you can't go against Allah's will, innit? So then this is Allah's will, innit? You know what I'm saying? And if it's not Allah's will, it ain't gonna happen. The man them are not gonna, but you can see the man them are unifying, fam. Get me? It's like that. I keep telling man, it's like the Thunderbirds, not the Thunderbirds. It's like the Thundercats logo, fam. See that Thundercats logo? See when it go up, fam? You could be doing whatever you're doing, shopping, washing up, banging your thing, getting raped in the jail, whatever. You're gonna look up. I'm not putting it to him though. And enjoying it. You're gonna look up, see that Thundercat sign, and be like, yeah, boom. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to put the call out for them, for the man them to say, listen, we need to do something that means something in our lifetime. That's what all I'm on, I want to be part of something and achieve something that means something. And if it don't mean that to none of you, it means something to me, fam. That's me, fam. There has to be a purpose here. There has to be. This is why man them give their time up. This is why man them come and stand in the park on a Sunday in the cold. These are all anti-black things we're doing, fam. Yeah, anti-black things, fam. In a row, fam. You get me? So like consistent, and man's dedicated to these things. So like I rate it. And I just feel that if we could just ignore the haters, fam, and that's what we need to do. Honestly, ignore the haters, because you know what? You know what they say? We have to have haters. If we don't have haters, you know we ain't doing nothing of any meaning. Yeah? We don't have anything of any meaning, whether it be good, whether it's bad. Just do our thing. Stop apologizing to other people. Stop trying to explain ourselves to other people, and just do what we are doing. Cause I know, say, when I go to the hood, I get bare love from the man that see what man's doing and they want to be a part of it. And this is what we're doing it for. So the man them in the hood, they're not commenting on YouTube, bro. Man, not sitting down building fake accounts and going on every video that's ever posted up and writing some dead comments. So you gotta understand, all them people, that's a stone's throw of. Look at how many people are watching the video. Look at the views, and then look at the number of comments. If you had 10,000 views and 10,000 comments, and in them 10,000 comments they were all derogatory, then I might say, oh, you might be onto something. You know what I mean? But it ain't that, man. And people are very poor at analysing information nowadays. Very poor. It's the age of information. We're inundated with information. Someone will watch something and they're just going to see something totally different because their brain is just wired different. That's just how it is now, bro. But yeah, man, G-Circle, G.A.N.G, the new generation, it's building and it's going well, you get me? The main thing is that most of the moves that we're doing are off camera, are off YouTube, are off rare, but the shit will become apparent at some point. The main thing is this though, because I hear someone saying, oh yeah, we need to get Raven to lead it. We need to get. Listen, if Raven wants to lead Gang, he'd be here right now leading Gang, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Anyone that wants to lead Gang can lead Gang into whatever direction is positive, because Gang ain't got no leader. You know what I'm saying? But rather than that, if you want to see something happening, get up and start your own thing. You don't like Jedi, you don't like Maku, you get me? You don't like Ras, you don't like whoever, you don't like Beefie. Cool. Go and do your own thing. You don't have to come join our thing. No one's like, we're just not trying to recruit people. What do you think this is? This ain't Boy Scouts, bro. You get me? We're actually on a movements thing. So if you're on a movements and you want to join up with the man them, link up with us. If you've got better things to do, or you think there's a better way to reach out to the disenfranchised youth in the inner city, in the urban fucking concrete jungle, in the estates and the blocks and the woods and the ghettos, the favelas, if you think that you can reach out to them youths in a better way than the people that come from there, then be my guest. If not, shut the fuck up, go home, switch off your computer and have a life. You get me? That's it. You get me? So that's what we're on. We're on a radical life thing right now. You get me? But yeah, man, big up content. Where's content gone, man? Is he back out with the B camera? Big up content, man, that bigger. Yeah, I feel like we wrapped, fam. You get me? Yeah, that's an impromptu thing still. But yeah, don't forget G Circle last Sunday of the month, yeah? So if you can make it down, come down to Speaker's Corner, come link up with the man, them G Circle, and yeah, that's it. Obviously, Gang Unite TV, YouTube, Instagram, follow Gang Unite TV, Instagram, live, boom. Yeah, hit us up. That's it. That's it. There's no more to say, fam. What else is there to say? Gang, man. Guiding a new generation.
Hey, Eesa, say it. Say it. What? Guiding a new generation.
Oh, you say he just see his mouth moving. I said, say it, man. Say it. Gun to your head. He's good at doing things he don't want to do, though. Yeah. Where did everyone go, fam?
As long as men don't do apology video.
Oh yeah. Right, yeah. Right, yeah, man, we do kind of, yeah. Last week, yeah. Yeah, last week, yeah. I don't know what he done to that brother. Lie, I might have said a couple things that I didn't mean.
Listen, I've been close to doing one of those videos.
One of them apology ones.
No, not apology, but to say like, right, man.
Correction.
Who said it's on
From your man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen! COE! Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky Magic. I just listen to COE! Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky Magic. Man, just listen to COE! Man, just listen to COE! Man, just listen to COE! If you see me, it's COE! Put it over everything, COE!
Man, not even know BBC. Man, not even know ITV. Not even listen to the MUM. They just listen to COE. Sorry, mommy, I'm lying. But listen to your mom,